So, good morning, everybody. It's been a while. I do say this sometimes, don't I? But it has been a while. I've been so busy at work, um, pretty much non-stop. I've got a day off today. I'm back in all day tomorrow, so I've got an easier week. Actually, the week before last, I did 70 something hours, 73, I think it was, which is a lot, yeah, especially in sort of a care home setting where a lot of it is 14 hours and a lot of it is non-stop. There's always something to do. There's always something that needs to be done. So we do everything from the mornings, assisting people with their baths, their showers, and then eventually with their breakfast. All this sort of thing, and then the daily routines. And people need to go to shopping. People need to do whatever, go to church or something. Or there's always something happening. The cleaning has to be done. The laundry has to be done. The meals have to be prepared. Some of the residents, or the majority, can sort of help prepare their own sandwiches for certain times, and but the cooked meals that obviously have to be done, and it's all pretty much non-stop. So do get tired of it. I had a bit of oh, when was it? It's been a week and a half ago now. I had a bit of a turn at work. Whether I'd just been doing too much or my blood sugars were too low, they had dipped. So I had a bit of a problem with that. But basically, massive headache starting there, sort of the back of the head there, all the way down here. It started by I'd got some things in my hands for cooking or whatever it was, and I got a few things in my hand. I got into the freezers to pick them up, turned around, and without any explanation, they dropped to the floor. I don't even know why. I can't explain it. I remember thinking, "What the hell?" Then I picked them all back up, turned around to go and take this stuff, and dropped it all again. And with that, this massive pain down there, right down to here, all this side, a lot of pain. It was so much so that I had to stop work for, I'm not even sure whether it was an hour or 2 hours, I don't know, but I basically came to my car, which was, as you know, I've got my bed in there, and I had to basically come and lie down. And after a couple of hours, it got to the stage where I could go back to work because I can't afford to lose shifts, and I don't want the team being short-staffed and all that sort of stuff. So I carried on, and I was okay. Bit of pain, but I was okay. That night I came to the campsite because I wasn't working the next day, and when I got back here, my sugar level was really low, 3.2, I think, or 3.3, something like that. In the night, it had gone up to 3.9, which is still incredibly low. 4 is the floor, as they say, so anything below 4 is dangerous. In the morning as well, I was supposed to have done some online training. I just wasn't capable, so I had to phone up and say, "I'm sorry, I can't do that." So I eventually managed to get to the stage where I was capable of driving again, and because I had no food here because of working all the time, and what was going on, I just forgot about it. I managed to get to the town of Ross-on-Wye, into the Alders there, got some stuff and that, and then basically kept feeding myself until everything sort of got back to normal when the blood levels were 7 point whatever, which is fine, it's okay. And I've been for about the next 3 days, I had sort of a headache, but not enough to stop me working or anything. So I carried on working the day after and so on. So I was able to work, and now I'm absolutely fine. So it was a bit of a shock. But this week, I've got, I think it is, I'm not sure. So tomorrow, so I've just done the whole weekend, 28 hours on the weekend. So I got the day off, which is the Monday. I've got the Tuesday, 14 hours, Wednesday off, Thursday, 14 hours, Friday off because I don't work Fridays. That's the only day. I call that my mum's day, when my mum was still with us. That was when I used to spend the day with my mum. So I've kept that going. And that's important. On Saturday, I think I'm back in. I haven't quite looked. Yes, Saturday, whether it's all day or half a day. So I haven't got that many hours this week, but it's still plenty. You know, it's. I think there were 40 something other hours. I'm not quite sure. Maybe 50. I can't remember. So yeah, on the whole, now I'm feeling better. I'm now actually, as I'm talking to you, I will drive. I need now to do my laundry. Just my day off. Again, I've got nothing here because don't get the chance really to go and buy myself some food. By the time I finish at 9:30 in the evenings, the shops are really, you could rush and try and get to a supermarket. They close at 10, so it's not really on. So today I'm going to go and do a bit of shopping, but I don't do a lot. So I'm back into work all day tomorrow, so there's no point. So that's another thing really, because I'm still trying to lose weight. I've lost a shed load of weight, as I told you in the past. I really have lost a lot, but I'm not happy with my weight. It still needs to go down. So I don't buy a lot when I go shopping, because I've got the willpower, as you say, not to buy a lot. But if I do buy a lot, I haven't got the willpower to not eat it. So what I'll do today is I'll buy some chicken breast, which is what I was doing before when I was losing weight. It was chicken breast with just a bit of something or other. So I'll do that today, maybe some mushrooms or something. So chicken breast with mushrooms. Make myself up a bit of a sauce to go with it or something, don't know. And I've got to do my washing, my laundry. So I'm off to a place called Ross on Wye now, which I've shown in the past, I think. Well, I'm going there now anyway. So there's 2 washing machines outside and a dryer outside, I think it is. Yeah, so I'm off to do that now. After I've done that, I will pop across the road to Aldi's. This is a Morrison's, so I might just pop into Morrison's. I'm rambling on there and get some chicken in there. It's not a lot. If you shop around, it's not a lot more expensive than Aldi's if you shop around and get the cheapest of the cheapest. So I might do that, or I might just pop across to Aldi's. Yeah, I'm trying to live healthy. Sometimes when I'm working, I honestly forget to eat anything. That's probably where the problem came from originally, maybe. So yeah, now today I've got a day off, so I'm really going to take care of myself. The car needs cleaning out and sorting out, but we're in for some storms today. I've just got out the car now, put everything away, because we just had another rainstorm. So at the moment it's dry, so I'm going to be on my way. Let me just start off this journey. So I'm outside the tent on the campsites where I spent the night. So I got back here last night at about 10:30 or something like that. Finished work at 9:30. It's about 45 minutes away. With one thing and another, leaving a little bit later. It was about 10:30 by the time I got here. So yeah. But on the whole, things are okay. Isn't it funny when you talk about headaches and you think you've got one? So a lot of it's psychological, I think. So I feel like I've got a bit of a headache here now. Nothing drastic, just a minor one. But I think, is that just because I'm talking about it? That I don't know. Sort of psychological pain, not real. I don't know. But I'm fine. I'm healthy. So the campsite's pretty quiet, pretty empty at the moment. They had the bank holiday weekend, and the bank holiday was half term at school last week, I think it was. But I didn't see most of it here. I know it was going to be quite busy, but I didn't see that because I spent the weekend at work. So not this weekend just gone. It was doing the weekend before when I did all those hours. So, so it's very quiet on there now, and the weather's. We've had, as everybody knows in this country, we've had a heat wave of about a week and a half of seriously hot weather. It's now cooled down, and we've got the wind now coming from, I don't know. So there's, I don't know which direction the wind is coming from, but it's not coming from. It's not bringing the heat up anymore. So the wind has changed direction now. So coming from the east now, or whatever it might be, I don't know. So there's some rain coming in. Cooler temperatures, not drastically cold or anything. It's now 17 degrees, so that's fine. Especially when you're in a car, you don't need 31. When we went up in the UK last week to over 35 degrees, and several times where I was, it was 32, 33. I think even at 34 at one time, which is hot for the UK, especially in May, so record breaking. But now the temperature's dropped again. It's now, what time is it? 9 o'clock in the morning, give or take. And it's 17 degrees, which is fine, which is more like normal. Now, today's the 1st of June, so flaming June, as they call it. You'd expect the temperatures to pick up again within the next few days, and they probably will. Yeah. So, yeah, so I work. Trying to save my money. This payday was the first time I've actually got a decent amount, because the way that we get paid, it was a strange system when I came back. I worked a month but only got 2 weeks pay because there's like cut-off points, whatever. I can't quite understand it, but well, I can. I've got my head around it, but hard to explain. So this month now was the first time that I've had a decent amount of money. I've managed to pay off what I've borrowed from a good friend of mine and the company. I borrowed £300 from there, paid that back, so that's money gone straight back out, but it's okay. I'm better off than I was last month, so I should be fine. And come the end of this month, so come the end of June, is when I should start to save, ready for going back to the Philippines. And I work a lot of hours, so if I can save the next 5 months, which is what it is until I fly again, give or take, 1,000 a month, which is doable, which means hopefully after I paid for my flight, I should have about 5,000 in my bank account, and I'll only be in the Philippines if I go back the first week, say the first week of November, and I will come back here the first week of April again, so that's 5 months, almost the exact 5 months. So to go back with 5,000 in my pocket means I could come back here with 2,500 to 3,000. So I don't need to spend an awful lot over there. I've got my transport, I've got my motorbike. I am thinking along the lines of having some work done on my garage, so give me more space in there and have it tiled or tile it myself and get it plastered and get it bricked up properly, rather than just more of an open type garage. But I can have somewhere to spend some time and put a television in there, that sort of thing. And but yeah, that's I've said all this probably in the past, but that's basically so I can have a TV in there and something like a PlayStation or something, which I've got an old version, whether it still works or not, but that's in the Philippines. The old PlayStation 2, I think, and an old Xbox, the original, I've got there, I think. I can't really remember. I think something like that to do in the evenings. And not just sit outside drinking my beer and smoking my pipes. Have something else to do in the evenings when my wife and her family are watching Filipino television, which is just not for me. It's not just the language barrier, but it's just not my kind of television. So, and I'm not a big TV person, although I have now got myself on my phone Netflix. I think it's just under £5 or £5, whatever it is, I think, a month. Can't remember. Somewhere in there, so say £5 a month. So I thought, you know what, I'll treat myself to that. But I haven't had a chance to use it much because I've been working so much. I've just been getting into bed and sleeping. So like today, I've got a day off, so I'll see what nice film on Netflix. I'll watch that this afternoon, and probably another one this evening, that sort of thing, or maybe some comedy shows or something like that I'm watching. So I've got that, and I can use that. I found out my Netflix I can take with me on my phone, obviously, and use that in the Philippines. So if I can get myself a nice television and use that for my Netflix, I'm looking forward to that as well. What else can I tell you? I think that's about it for now. I'm off to do my washing and my shopping, as I said, and I shall speak to you all later. Maybe later on today I'll carry on with this video. Otherwise, everybody take care and speak to you soon. Bye for now. Hi there. So I'm all done, just setting you up properly. All done with my bit of shopping. Actually managed to find something really nice for a change. That's in the back, so I can't show you. Can I? Can I reach that? Where did I put it? I actually bought myself as well a new washing up bowl for 99 pence. That was good. No, £1 light, £1.50. But I bought myself that. Look at that. Venison burgers. Smoky venison burgers. Gluten-free for whatever reason, but that doesn't matter. Perfectly seasoned with a smoky flavour. Serves two. Well, it's going to serve me twice. So yeah, I'll be cooking that when I get back. I'm just going to light my pipe. I know I shouldn't smoke, and especially when I'm driving, but I do. I'm actually hoping that this is working. It's not flashing like it should do, the mic, so. And that's only on one green light, so I'm not really sure if this is working. But if not, I'll do a voiceover after on this little bit. So yeah, I've done my shopping, like I say, across there. As you've just seen is where the washing machines and dryers are. Start the old banger off. Get a bit of fresh air coming in, get rid of the smoke, and make my way back to the campsite. quite funny there. Marston's car park, there's about 10 spaces for parents with children or toddlers or whatever. And people just park there with no children. There was a van parked there. There was all the cars I saw there then, 4 or 5. Well, since I've been there doing my washing, say about 7 or 8 different cars came and went. Are still there now, and not one of them had children in. They get away with it. I get it. It gives them more room on each side of the car because they're wider spaces and so on. But I'd imagine if you had got a couple of toddlers and you really needed that space, somebody's getting a little bit impatient up the front there. Not sure what that's all about. There you go. A lot of people just haven't got the patience. So it was totally unnecessary. The person in front couldn't go anywhere. Quite a busy road this morning, coming out of Morrison's. Just concentrate for a minute. There's a car now in front of me waiting to go. There they go. I can follow straight out, no trouble. So nobody will be blowing their horn at me. Otherwise I'd have to get out, wouldn't I? Yeah, so I'm all done. Just thought I'd do this little bit of an update on that video. That was when I was back at the campsite and driving. As I was talking to you, when I was driving to come here to Ross-on-Wye, I missed my turn in, and after I switched you off, turned around to go back again. So I went about 2 miles out of my way and I didn't realise what I'd done because I was so used to carrying on towards Hereford. This is like the industrial part of Ross-on-Wye now, the industrial estate. Yeah, so like I said before, the weather's turned. It's still quite dry at the moment. Been a few showers. There was a nasty one at the campsite this morning before I left. There's nasty storms forecasted, but whether it'll actually hit us in Herefordshire, I don't know. But I'm not working, which is typical sort of thing. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm quite happy it's not too hot to relax and sleep in my car for an hour if I want to this afternoon, which I will, which I like to do. I haven't been able to do that recently because it's been just too hot. I've been trying to create shade with blankets and whatever, but it doesn't quite work. I do want to get some kind of awning, side awning for this, stroke gazebo or whatever. Again, it's expensive. I don't really want to be spending money on stuff, but it's going to make my life a little bit more comfortable. Because like I say, all I've got is this car, my tent with my stuff stored in it, so there's no roof. I don't sleep in that, so there's no roof to do that anyway. Just do the window up, leave the pipe for a bit. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you another bit of an update. I'm off back now to fry my burgers. I've got some mushrooms as well. For some strange reason, I bought some cheese to get myself a bit of protein because I hadn't eaten anything again this morning because I had nothing. So bought myself a bit of red Leicester. So I've had a few pieces of that while I was waiting for my laundry. So I'm feeling okay. I was feeling a bit weak. I'm okay again now. And yeah, I bought myself, for whatever reason, some cooked beetroot, which I like, but nothing to put it with. I don't eat bread or anything like that, so it's not something you're going to have with the venison. Maybe I will, I don't know. But for whatever reason, I looked at it, it was cheap, and I bought that as well. Yeah, well, there you go. So talking a little nonsense again now. So like I say, everybody take care. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.
Every night are we paradise seems so far away. Still I try to buy myself some time to get me to that place. All I want is you. Staying up till we want to. Tell you what I bet that we could see it new. I wanna let go, nothing to lose. Let's throw all our worries away. I know that far over, and I